Ladies and gentlemen, today we embark on a journey to explore one of life's most elusive treasures, happiness. It is a quest that has captivated minds and hearts throughout the ages, yet its path remains as varied as the individuals who seek it. What is happiness if not the culmination of our deepest desires and the serenity found in our most cherished moments? The path to happiness is not paved with material wealth or fleeting pleasures, but rather with the richness of human connection and the pursuit of purpose. It begins within ourselves, where gratitude blooms and resilience thrives. Happiness is not a destination, but a state of being, harmony between our aspirations and our realities. As we navigate life's twists and turns, let us remember that happiness is often found in the simplest of gestures: a smile shared, a hand extended in kindness, or a moment of quiet reflection. It is in these moments that we discover the true essence of happiness, not as a fleeting emotion, but as a steadfast companion on our journey through life. Let us embrace each day with gratitude, for every sunrise brings new opportunities to cultivate happiness in our lives and in the lives of those around us. Let us choose compassion over judgment, understanding over indifference, and love over fear. For in doing so, we illuminate the path to happiness, not only for ourselves, but for all who cross our path. In closing, I invite you to embark on your own journey to happiness with courage and conviction. May you find joy in the ordinary, strength in adversity, and peace in the knowledge that happiness resides within each of us, waiting to be discovered. Embrace the grind. Happiness isn't a lottery ticket. It's built through relentless effort and patience. Too many people chase quick wins, expecting overnight success to bring them fulfillment. But the truth is, the grind of the daily struggle, the consistent effort, the willingness to push forward when things get toughest, where real happiness is forged. Every successful person, every fulfilled individual has endured rejection, failure, and doubt. They didn't wait for motivation to show up. They showed up despite the lack of it. The grind isn't glamorous. It's waking up early when you don't feel like it, putting in the work when nobody's watching, and pushing through discomfort because you know growth lives on the other side. People waste time romanticizing the end result, but happiness doesn't come from the trophy. It comes from becoming the kind of person who earns it. The process, the struggle, the effort, that's where the magic happens. Whether you're building a business, mastering a skill, or improving yourself, the grind is what separates those who dream from those who do. Most people quit when things get uncomfortable. They want results without the work, but happiness comes from knowing you fought for something, stretched beyond your limits, and proved to yourself that you could do it. When you embrace the grind, you stop seeing obstacles as reasons to quit and start seeing them as stepping stones. The more you push through, the stronger you become. It's about falling in love with the process instead of being addicted to the outcome. The grind is where self-respect is built, where discipline becomes second nature, and where happiness becomes a byproduct of effort rather than a distant goal. The moment you stop resisting the hard work and start owning it, everything changes. Authenticity reigns supreme. In a world where everyone is trying to fit in, standing out comes down to one thing: being unapologetically yourself. Too many people dilute their truth to meet expectations, chasing validation instead of fulfillment. But happiness doesn't come from pretending. It comes from owning who you are, flaws and all. The second you stop trying to impress and start living for yourself, everything shifts. People can sense inauthenticity from a mile away, whether in business, relationships, or everyday interactions. Those who fake it struggle to sustain success because they're constantly managing a version of themselves that isn't real. When you embrace your true self, your strengths, your quirks, your vulnerabilities, you unlock a kind of confidence that no amount of external validation can replace. Authenticity is freedom. It allows you to connect deeply with people who resonate with the real you while repelling those who don't. And that's the point. When you try to be everything to everyone, you end up being nothing to yourself. The people who genuinely matter will respect you for standing firm in your truth, and those who don't were never meant to be in your life anyway. Social media has made it easy to curate a perfect image, but real happiness comes from alignment when your actions, words, and values are in sync. The pressure to conform fades when you realize that the people who succeed in life, in business, in relationships are the ones who dare to show up as themselves. There's nothing more powerful than being at peace with who you are, because once you stop chasing approval, you start attracting the right opportunities, the right people, and most importantly, a life that actually feels good to live. Serve others first. Happiness isn't just about what you get, it's about what you give. Too many people chase success thinking it will bring them fulfillment, but the deepest satisfaction comes from impact, not accumulation. When you shift from a mindset of what can I take to how can I help, everything changes. Contribution is the key to both purpose and happiness because the more value you provide to others, the more meaningful your own life becomes. People often think that serving others means sacrificing themselves, but it's the opposite. The more you lift others up, the more you grow. Whether it's in business, relationships, or everyday interactions, the ones who give the most time, energy, kindness always end up with the most. The happiest and most successful people understand that real wealth isn't measured in dollars, but in the number of lives they've touched. Helping others doesn't mean grand gestures. It's in the small, consistent ways you show up. A word of encouragement, sharing knowledge, offering support. When no one else does these things, create a ripple effect. The impact you make may seem invisible at first, but over time it multiplies. People remember those who genuinely cared, who gave without expecting anything in return, who made them feel seen and valued. When you serve others, you build relationships rooted in trust and respect. It's what makes customers loyal, friendships unbreakable, and teams unstoppable. The irony is the more you give, the more opportunities come back to you. The people who lead with generosity always find themselves surrounded by abundance because success at its core is built on relationships, and relationships thrive on service.